Hello there. We're looking at Blackguards, which is a game that's been on early access on Steam. Not entirely sure when it originally went up, but it's come out in the past week or so um, for actual purpose actual release. Um, yeah, it's a German strategy RPG. I hate using the word, but it's hardcore. Um, I stopped just short of impenetrable because I've managed to get my head around it, but it's not an easy game to. Well, it doesn't ease you in. Let's put it that way. But I imagine that there is people who are into this sort of thing. And apparently, it's part of some series or something. And the people who are into it absolutely love it. So I apologise if you're one of those people, and I am about to mess up and misrepresent the game in some way. But but yeah, it is a difficult. It's difficult to get into at first. Like it doesn't spell things out. Hence the video is that yeah, it's some of the stuff, particularly this stuff down here, AP, is yeah, a little complicated. But we're in a town. This is towards the end of chapter one. Um, I can't tell you exactly how long it's took me to get to here because I've there's been a few times where I've sort of left the game on and wandered off with it being quite slow paced. But I'd say maybe 10 hours or something like that. There's five chapters, and I'm a bit past this. I'm into chapter two. Um, but yeah, it's a fairly big game, and a lot of this has been retrying. So you might see that in the fight we're going to do in a bit. So we're in a town. Now, if you get damaged during a fight, you don't automatically get your health back. You have to come to town and
Yes.
you can rent a room for £1 or a gold,
Goodbye.
I guess, rather than £1. Um, that won't heal any wounds you have, which are like I forget the name, the Bioware game that I forgot the name. Dragon Age, that's the one. So if you have a wound or something, you might do less damage, or you might be more vulnerable or something. So if that happens, you can get all your health and magic back by spending the night, but you can go to a healer and heal your health. Won't heal your magic, but will heal any wounds that you've got. And he's generally a bit cheaper, so if you haven't spent a lot of magic or feel like you can recover it in the next fight, then maybe it's worth doing. Um, there's weapons and stuff down this side street. I'll show you that in a second. But to give you a bit of a rundown of the story, we, the three of us in the bottom here, were we were seemingly wrongfully imprisoned. We all claim to be wrongfully imprisoned together, and so we have fled. And we're about to, I guess, leave the country, but cross some sort of border anyway. And we met this girl on the way fairly recently. She's a fairly new addition. I like her. I like her voice actress. I like her character. She's really vulnerable. As you can see, she's only got 32 for health. Um, but she's an archer, so she stays at the back and she does magic as well. So she's we're gonna this is what we're gonna do is teach her a healing spell because it's always good to have a couple of people with healing spells. So to cross the border, we had to get on the commander's good side, so we've had to do some stuff. The fights to get to this point, the stuff I've just done, is harder than the fight we're going to do that finishes the chapter, which involves him. He's been chasing us on and off through this chapter. He's a bailiff. I don't like him. I don't like his voice actor or anything, but that's neither here nor there, I guess. Uh, so there's then two types of merchants. Actually, there's item sellers as well, like sort of potions and stuff. So there's a merchant who
Take a look
she's
round.
generally a bit cheaper. Her stuff isn't quite as good. So this the club and stuff is I don't need that. I've got better weapons than that. And 11 gold is quite ducats is quite a lot. Like you see I've got 36. I have bought some armor from here though. I was in the hundreds, but that's because they gave me like 60 for something. And you see like new hat and things, always good. This
What
guy
do you
a bit
want?
more expensive, particularly in this town. So you can see if I go to, I don't have enough gold for these trousers. Um, so it's that sort of stuff.
That's all.
Um, so let's go back out there because it's the AP that I want to talk to you about really. So this is the world map though. We'll deal with that in a bit. but I think we're going to Mikram. I think that's where this woman is. So AP is used for everything. You do get experience at the end of a fight. I haven't seen what experience does. Now I'm sure it maybe levels you up or something in some way, but it's hidden, or it certainly is more hidden than
Anything else?
many other sort of parts of the game. So this woman is a teacher,
like to learn
and she will
something.
teach us spells. Oh well, she can't teach this guy. This is the character I created, so his name's Bastard. Because on the character select screen, he looked gruff and mean, and he's the escaped prisoner, right? So doesn't really sound like a bastard kind of I don't think that's his. I think he's a bit Ben Fogel more than I don't know. So this is, if you like, this is the general sort of stats. So if you want to up your attack, you spend money on courage and things, and strength, which lets you carry more as well, and dexterity also says for healing, but that's not represented here. Vitality is just health. That's obviously been if there's been one I've put a bit of a few points in, so it's going to cost me if I wanted to get it 110 AP if I wanted to add to this. I'm not going to just yet. And I'd only get one extra point of health as well, which is it doesn't leap up or anything. But you're getting maybe 25 AP per fight, depending on what the fight is. And you've got weapon talents. So let's switch to the one I'm going to train. So I'm going to give her a magic spell. So this again uses AP. So everything on this screen, or any of these tabs, uses AP. So if I want to increase her health, which isn't very good, 32, it's going to cost me some points, which maybe I will, because she's not, like I said, she's not got a lot of it, but she also kind of doesn't need it in some ways. Her main weapon is a bow, so I've spent a few points. It was already pretty good. She's naturally good with it. I spent some points leveling it up a bit, and you see it's level 11. The difference on these ones, because they're thrown items, is they don't have, you see the shield and sword here, they don't have any of that. So she also carries a spear as her second weapon. Now you have a defense attack there, and you can weight it to one side, so defense more, attack more. What that does is, if you're attacking, obviously, this will you'll do more damage, you'll hit more often. But with the defense, you are more likely to parry an attack. Now you can only parry once per turn, so if you parry the first attack and you're surrounded by 3 people, the other 2 will probably hit you, unless you dodge, if you're dodging it up high enough. So you kind of need a decent balance, but maybe it's better to go with attack. I've generally just kept it in the middle. But it does mean to really sort of feel the benefit, you have to buy twice if you like. And it's going to, like I say, it's 105 for just this lot. So this is something I learned early in the game. Is I got a weapon that seemed better. I picked up a knife, gave it to my main character, and he kept missing with it. He just missed and missed and missed. I just thought, oh, maybe that's the thing with knives. They're short. Maybe that's why. But no, it's that he was at 0-0. Had I leveled up the knives, he would have hit more often. So I once it was a lesson learned, and that's basically the thing about the game is it's quite often a lesson learned. There's a lot of I've messed that up. I need to redo this bit. I need to I'll correct that as I go along. So don't go and throw all your points away at the start. I mean, we'll get into that in a bit because there's a specific point that I had an issue with. So this teacher that I selected, if you remember that far back, is a mage. It says learn mage. She teaches magic, so she can't teach these special abilities and stuff. Although maybe she can because these are magic, so she can teach these ones, but she can't teach those. So I'm not going to do any of that though. She doesn't have a heal spell. I've only got one character with a heal spell, so I'm going to give her a heal spell. I'm going to level it up. So now I've given her that. Oh, I've paid enough to buy it. Chance of success 28%. So if I cast this heal spell, I'm almost certainly going to miss it. So I need to level that up. So if we get to that's level 5 now, so we're at 61%. I don't know if you can see that there. I'm going to go all the way up to level 8. because at level 8 she's got 80% chance, but she also opens up a higher level. Oh, here we go. Level 2 does 20 hit points of healing rather than just a 10, although 69% is not that likely to hit. So maybe do that to keep it spare, unless for when things are quiet. I could go and spend a bit more, but it's not worth it. So I'm gonna. That's a poison cure. We're gonna leave that. I don't know if I should spend anything on this guy. Nothing really leaps out. Oh yeah. So he's my other magician. I'm gonna improve his flame attack. So it's still quite cheap. So we're now at level 2. So he has a level 2, or at level 8. Sorry. So he has a level 2 magic attack, which is good. It's likely to hit. Spend maybe a bit more. And this is sort of a general area of attack. Fireball. He's not very good with it. I might actually try and use it in this next fight. So spend some points. He's probably not gonna. Okay, that's all his AP, and you can see I now can't. With 30 AP, I can't do anything else. I can't. It's not just here I can't do it. If I go to weapon talents, there's I could do some of that stuff, but that's not worth doing. I'm not going to equip any of that stuff to him. He has a stave. I should really have spent some points on him, but he doesn't generally do attacks that often, but maybe that's the next area I need to spend some points. But you can see that's the problem of it. I can't go and give him more health and make him so he's more agile and stuff. I can't go and give him loads of really good spells because it all costs AP. I'm not that keen on this system. It's a hard lesson when you mess it up, and there's no real guidance to say you should really go and spend this. It's all done by eye. It's like if you're missing or if you're getting killed in 3 hits or something, maybe you need more health. But if you haven't got the AP there to do it, then you can't do it. So I'll get into there's a specific instant I had with this game, a specific level, but we'll just watch this bit.
All set to bay.
Defending Mobile against the scaly hordes was a truly honorable deed. But that doesn't change the fact that you broke the law. None of you will leave this country. But here's a comforting thought. I'm sure the quagmire in the swamps will welcome you with open arms.
He's right. The swamps might help us.
Okay, so the thing with you see, it's a hex style system, and there's environmental hazards. So you can see this bubbling stuff here. I didn't know what that did. I now know through doing this level before what that did. What that does. I also learned to root through, because there's hidden traps that I tried using perception, which is a skill you have. It takes a turn. I don't have time to use it because you can see I'm surrounded. So we're gonna basically hide, be in more cover over here so we don't get swarmed, and also hopefully they fall into some of the traps if I can remember where they are. The perception generally doesn't seem to show stuff, and again maybe I'm not high enough level with it. It just hasn't worked that well, but I did see something on the battle log. Okay, so now survival test succeeds, chance 61%. I don't know what that means, but it's happened, so great. So let's go. Yeah, this is my archer. So yeah, she's not falling through. Good. This is my swordsman. He ideally would be over here, but he. Now, where's the hole, do we think? I think it's here, and then stand there. Good, right. So I've got my dwarf, and he can just stand here. Now you see, did he dodge that, or let's see battle log? Okay, he parried it. So this is my magician guy. Which means if he gets hit again before I move, it's actually his turn to move, so he's fine. He wouldn't be able to parry it. He'd get hit unless he dodged it. And you can see environmental hazard, that guy's fallen in. So this is why we need to use the environment. This might be worth doing. Yeah, okay. So every time, basically, he can't get out of there, this guy that's fallen down the hole, and he's going to take 1 point of damage every turn he's in there. That's not a lot. I mean, they've not got loads of health, 24, 21, 25, 25, but you're not going to win like that. So what I learnt though is, let's see. So she's my archer, as you can see. So I'm a little reluctant. Let's move her here, because I think if she's too close, she will miss with her arrows. Okay, so 6 damage. That's not bad. Right, we're going to wait with my swordsman, which is just a space bar. We should probably wait with him as well. Okay, this is going well. So what we're going to do is we're going to use his magic, and how likely is this to hit? Okay, we're going to go for an area of attack spell, because this stuff explodes when it's lit. He's got a decent chance, but it failed. So, but his torch has set it off, so it's not too bad, I guess. I'm trying to remember where the so he's in a hole, he isn't. Just raise the camera. I don't think there's a hole. Nope. Okay. So we're going to use a more powerful attack for this. Chance 75%. But because this guy's over here, I don't want to leave myself too open. That could have gone better. I could do with. Oh, you see, this is the wounds. Here we go. So his attacks down, his parries down, his dodge, his range combat, all that sort of stuff. It's not good. Let's see if I can hit him with fire from there. Nope. Okay, but he will do damage to this guy, so that's. And yeah, your healing characters, if they've used magic, will get magic back, but not much. Like 2, well, it's actually 1 at the minute for just about for both of them. But this guy's got this up arrow basically says he's got a bonus from the staff he's got. So who can she hit? The archers are line of sight, so if I want to hit someone else, I need to move. Like I say, she's too close, and if I switch to her spear and did damage to this guy, it takes a turn, which is a bit of a problem. So we need to move her really so that she can get a shot at someone. The good news is the dwarf, because he's short, you can fire over him. Okay, so he's parried that. It's not good. We'll leave him in there, and I'm going to go take this guy on so that our magic guy can move and heal. So yeah, it's just... Ah. So, let's see, magic. I've actually got magic assigned to the hotkey, but just a level 1 magic. And his magic failed. Great, fantastic. So that's her, isn't it? Okay, that's actually done me a favour, that guy, because had he not rushed over there, this guy could have took a turn attacking, whereas this guy didn't have enough space to do it. Let's try magic again. He's got to hopefully work. Yeah. Okay, so the particular fight I had issue with the other earlier in the game is oh, right, she can't move, so it's waste a turn. He's nearly dead, so let's move him there. Attack. There was a giant wood troll thing. It was a giant tree, basically, and the message at the start of the fight for it was that you really need dodge for this. You need the dodge skill, and I mean, it wasn't that specifically saying you need it, but you get a tutorial saying about it. You probably need it for that fight, but it's that large enemies can't be parried. They you need to dodge it to increase. Well, you need the dodge skill to increase your chance of them not hitting you. Otherwise, and he did loads and loads of damage. Yeah, sure enough. Let's go for this guy. That the troll gave me loads and loads of problems. Really difficult fight. Couldn't do it. Ended up having to back out because I couldn't go and buy the dodge skill. I didn't have enough AP for it. It was about 200 AP. And I was at 176 or something like that. Because I'd spent it on weapons and skills and all that sort of stuff. There was one other fight I could do. So I went and did that, and I didn't earn enough AP. I couldn't earn enough AP to level, to buy the dodge skill. What I ended up getting though was an item that made the fight easier, and that's that's fine, not a problem. But it did. There's been a couple of instances like that where I really struggled, and it felt like it was because I'd spent the points in the wrong place, and certainly I'm pretty sure I could have messed up enough that fight that I just wouldn't have been able to do it. Like I say, as it happened, I did, and but I really struggled on that fight, even with the solution. So yeah, so if you playing the game yourself and if you know the fight I'm on about, then yeah, there is a way around it. It involves going to the goblin camp. Let's see, this guy's stuck, so let's just go fight him. What's this guy got for health? Let's just kill him. So I can, with this guy, I can just stand him there and fight. But with him being wounded, it won't go too well. Yeah, let's just see if she can land this. I think whilst they're trapped like that, and it's same if you knock people down, I think you're more likely to land your special attacks.
To the nether hells with you!
So, I apologise if my my talking over the top stopped making sense halfway through. I was concentrating on the fight. So this, I'll show you the end fight screen. So we got 50 AP for that. Now it's 50 AP each, so that's not too bad. And we got a couple of gold, and we can take this stuff. And there is encumbrance, but we're 81 and 98. We'll get rid of the sledgehammer, sell it, but it's not. We should be fine. The more people you have, the more stuff you can carry. And like if you level up the strength, as I understand that you can increase the encumbrance as well, but that's expensive, so you're not going to do that. I'm going to stop here because otherwise it goes on to the end of this chapter and stuff. Yeah, I hope you can see why or what my issues are with it. That it is a bit complicated. There's dice roll stuff. There's things that I just don't understand about it, like the perception stuff. And I had something earlier which said I could mess with traps. I had to use perception and then use the trap as an item, so to disarm it. It just didn't seem to work. And again, maybe I was doing it wrong, but it didn't show me how to do it. Just sort of this text, and yeah, I was trying to select. I was wasting turn after turn after turn trying to select these traps and using perception because it wouldn't let me select the traps. But with the use icon, so I had to use perception again, and it just, I don't know if I kept failing a dice roll or something like that over and over and over again, or whether it just wasn't working or I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, like I say, the AP system, you can, I haven't, like obviously I've got this far, but a lot of the game hasn't been easy, and I feel like it could have been if it was maybe explained a bit better. Maybe you should go over it and spend points on this. You need this spell really coming up. Or if there was ways to grind, if you could sort of go, okay, I've messed this up, but I'm going to go off and give my archer some more health, and I'm going to increase the heal spell because I keep missing with it and things. Yeah, it's not going to be easy, but at the same time, it's clearly doable because I've managed it, and I feel like I'm understanding it more. But yeah, I have a lot of the time hit escape, try again, and then go back to it. And you've learnt a lesson. You've learnt where the trap was, because again, it's punishing. If you fall in a trap or something like that, can be the end of the fight pretty much. So yeah, but it's good if you like. If you want a difficult strategy RPG, it would fall into that category, I think. It's been alright as well. The story's been okay. Hopefully, it gets a bit better. But yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world by far. I think it's 30 quid on Steam though, which not cheap. But then there's quite a lot of game there. If you want to try something a bit different, then it is certainly. I've not played anything like this before, so. Yeah, that's Blackguards, and so far it seems pretty decent.